1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I came to the audition. I felt immediately the vibe from the dancers. I saw very talented people.
And then freeze. It's not. This is very hard for most of you. The buck. And then I'm really missing this arch. Yeah.
They wanted to understand me, but they couldn't at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm demanding something that is very hard for them.
Very precise with the arms. Don't have. That will fix you also.
What is it that makes you move? What is it that turns you on? And something that connects you to why you dance.
Can you do this thing as quick as you ever danced? Very fast, almost swallowing the movement. This is not fast, but keep working on it. You should be so flexible in your mind.
In working with Danielle, I was attempting to not be afraid of the things that I don't like about myself. There was a lot of vulnerability involved. Going further, doing more extreme things. Some are a little sexual, maybe some are silly. Some just make you feel embarrassed on stage. The first section is Stella, which is Danielle's choreography. Working with Danielle at first made me very nervous because she came from the Batsheva dance company, which is one of the largest companies in the world. Ohad Naharin, whose work comprises some of the piece, is just the most in-demand choreographer doing completely revolutionary things. To have insight into his process through her made me a little nervous. She's just a very honest individual.
It's my first project as an independent, out of batsheva dance company. We really wanted to do something that can give them this flavor, which is very different here and what people are used to.
And now we travel. Da da 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I have to feel the pelvis, the body. Don't releve there. I said it so many times. It makes you so weak. You're going off the floor instead of into the floor.
I wanted them to understand that dancing is a lot about sensations.
In the rehearsal process, she would say things like, feel like your skin is too tight for you and move from that place. Or says, I want to see your issues. Be asked to not be a dancer on stage, to not be this ideal figure, is something that's new.
So when you finish leave, something is missing. You look a bit like very sad people. So either go with it all the way or be alive.
I didn't know how to give her what she wanted. So the challenge was going beyond your habitual, boundaries. Really do something that makes you feel exposed on stage.
You just go through it. Yeah, you leave it.
I want them to invent their own way and to be their own creatures. Each one of us definitely has its demons and fears and anxiety or passion or love. I want them to show those feelings in the dance.
Here, stretched, and then we open, okay? And then we go underneath. We have a lot of work in terms of the interpretation.
All of us dancers can really sense that Danielle isn't happy with where the piece is. There's a lot of extra rehearsals being scheduled. There's a lot of anxiety.
It's a shame that you're not listening when I'm showing.
It was a big question mark. How do I make it something that works? There's a point of doubt when you think, okay, maybe it's too much for them, or maybe I'm not qualified enough or talented enough to make them understand what I want.
Here. Yeah, take your arms here. I also wrote to Ohad an email and I said, help, I'm not sure we can do it. And he said, this is the moment they need you the most, so keep going. We had to deal with
them feeling more confident with what they are as people. I came and I took my shoes off, my sweater off. I started moving and I told them, look at me. And that worked. It was touching. It was real, vulnerable. It's about taking something off, being exposed, taking the chance.
I feel like we finally have come full circle and, having to expose ourselves, having to fight against our habits, having to be something other than just a dancer on stage. We all have our issues on stage, and it's just about vomiting that onto the audience. I feel almost elevated above the average human experience.
There's nothing like this feeling. It's so exciting. Your flesh is happy because creating and putting yourself out there and taking the risk and being so fragile and exposed, and what for? So it's for this perfect moment.
I felt really good about it, so when she came off and was satisfied as well, it was just the greatest experience.
I thought you felt how powerful you can make work.
When Danielle is happy, you know that it was perfect. There's a large sense of empowerment and just feeling very special and honored to be doing what I'm doing. From vulnerability comes a great sense of self-worth and excitement to be portraying what I'm doing. I really am a different dancer.
That was a mission for me, and I really wanted them to experience it. I think they definitely taste it, and I don't know if they could take it out of their bag every day and use it, but it's somewhere in their bag.